Hi, this is Mark at Dingdong's Garden. This is a mature willow fence hedge. We planted this a year and a half ago, and then we coppiced it back to the ground about 6 months ago last winter, and it is beautiful. This is an update of a video we did a year and a half ago when we established this hedge, where we talked about how we gathered the cuttings. We put some fabric down to control for weeds. And underneath that, we had a piece of drip tape for our irrigation. And then over the course of that summer, it grew. And after a year, we came through and cut it back to the ground again. So what you see now is 1 year's growth from the coppiced stumps. So if we come down here and we take a look, you can see this is where we cut it last year, right here. And then this growth right here is this year's growth. Willows are really amazing plants. They will, as long as you give them water and they have sun, they will grow like crazy. We converted some old beds here that we used for garlic. And we just planted different varieties of willow within the rows. So between each row of willow, we got a kind of a grass lane here, and it separates the different types. So for example, here, this is Caradoc willow. Caradoc curly willow is defined by its yellow color and very tight curls, almost like a yellow corkscrew, you can consider it. And then to our left here, we have Golden Corkscrew willow. Golden Corkscrew willow is also has a very tight curl, but instead of yellow like Caradoc, it has a brown color to it. And in this row here, we have Sunny Twist, which is probably one of my favorite willows because of the chaotic nature of the curls that it has. So, the base of it is very similar to Caradoc or Golden Corkscrew, where we coppice it every year. But once it starts growing up, the nature of the curls is so chaotic, they get tangled up, and it's a little tricky. When we harvest this, we have to untangle them. But my favorite curly willow, and I think most people would agree, is Scarlet Curls. It has just got this stunning red color, whether it's in the summer but with a green foliage background, or in the winter on its own. It's very beautiful in terms of color, and it's also got that chaotic curl, which is similar to Sunny Twist, where when we harvest them for cuttings or for decorative arrangements, you really have to untangle everything because it just kind of grows together. So we do have these growing in rows, but you kind of get a sense of how beautiful these things can be if the hedges are near each other. The thing that comes to my mind is like a corn maze or some kind of maze that you could create out in the field with different varieties of willow. These are all straight rows, but how fun would that be to have these in some kind of shape where you can kind of get lost in a mazed garden. So if you have the space or the need, you should consider growing a living willow hedge fence. They are easy to maintain, and if you want to, you can harvest it every year for the willow branches. They make beautiful decorations and gifts. Thanks for joining us here at the end of our summer. Fall is almost officially here, and everybody have a great day.